So Ellie is a mom. She's got a couple kids. She has a husband. And she feels completely overworked, overwhelmed, just like she does everything on her own. And this is largely because she has stopped asking Steve for help. Now, why has she stopped asking Steve for help? Well, it's because when she asks him for help, he gets a look. He seems confused. He seems not excited right away. He even might say something like seriously or again or right now. So when he does that, she feels bad. She feels rejected. She feels uncared for. She feels like she's being a burden. And being a burden is one of her childhood wounds. It's something that she had felt a lot of growing up. So she is very aware of that feeling as an adult, and it comes up pretty easily for her, especially with her husband. So the reason she stopped asking Steve for help is because of how bad it makes her feel. And instead of going through the painful process of keeping on asking him for help or insisting that he does something, she just decides it's easier to just do everything on her own. Now, what's going on here? Why do we tend to stop ourselves from getting the help that we need from our partner, who's supposed to be our partner, both in parenting and in running the household and in everything to do with our relationship? Why do we stop ourselves from getting the help that we need simply because it feels bad when our partner doesn't seem that enthusiastic about helping us? So when I talk to Ellie, she says things like, I'd rather just do it myself because it's easier. Even if I get him to do something, he's going to ask me a million questions. It's not going to be worth it at the end. But really, the thing that stops her the most is that initial reaction of her husband's. So even if there's something she really wants to do, she'll often put off asking about it or talking to him about it or creating that conversation about it because she's worried about how his initial reaction is going to impact her. So let's talk about initial reactions, because we can really stop ourselves from living a full, complete life and getting the help that we need simply because of another person's initial reaction. What even is an initial reaction? So what's usually going on when you ask someone to do something that they're not expecting is they will be uncertain. Their mind will start thinking, how is this going to impact me? And that first look that you see on their face, that first like confused, maybe it looks disappointed, maybe it looks worried, that look, and the things that accompany that look, the things that they're saying like, oh wait, if you get to go out this Saturday, does that mean that one day I'll get to go out in the future? Or, oh wait, so you want me to do the dishes like right now? That is them processing the information that you're giving them. They're not expecting it. It's not actually about you in that moment. It's not about even the task at hand. It's about, let me put this information into my brain in a way that makes sense. Oftentimes when Ellie walks away and allows Steve to think about the thing that she's asked him to do, he will do the thing, or he'll come back to her and say, yeah, that's a great idea. You should go out with your friends this weekend. But by then she's like, no, it's ruined. Forget it. I don't even want to go anymore. It's not going to be the same, right? I'm guessing that some of you relate, because I relate to this too. So what is going on here is that we are allowing someone's processing phase to dictate how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about them, and what we end up doing. So what this calls for is really just recognizing that the first 5, 10, even 20 minutes after you make a request or change a plan or ask someone to do something or even talk about something that's going on for you, the first few minutes, that person is simply processing. They are not telling you their true feelings. If they share anything with you, it's their reactivity. It's not actually what they think. So we need to just recognize that those first few minutes are a write-off. We cannot put any stock in those first few minutes after we've asked our partner something. We need to actually go away, give them time to think, and then when they come back with their questions or concerns or agreements, then we can have a productive conversation. Hopefully by then our physiological system will be calmed down as well. Because in order to have a productive conversation, you need two calm bodies. When either body is in fight or flight or stressed out or worried about what something means, you're not going to be able to have a productive conversation, because that person's resources are in their body now. They're no longer in their brain. The resources are all in their body, preparing their body to fight or flight or flee or collapse or whatever. We need 2 calm bodies, which means we need time to process. Initial reactions are simply reactivity. So the way you can work around this, if you find that you and your partner tend to just argue and bicker about everything and it doesn't feel safe anymore to make a request, a lot of my couples have had a lot of success using text message or email. So they will email their request or text their request and say, take your time, think about it, get back to me whenever, and allow their partner the time and space to really think about their response. And the other thing that text messaging does, or emailing, especially if you're in 2 different places, is that it allows you to not have to witness your partner's reactivity. You get to just stand back, do your own thing, keep yourself occupied, maintain your own calm, and then when your partner responds, you can then read what they have to say and take it in, rather than reacting to their initial reaction. I think that just this piece of knowledge, just this mindset shift around, when I first ask my partner for something, even if it's something simple like, hey, can you bring your dishes to the sink? You might get an eye roll. You might get a huffy look. You might get a grumpy expression. That doesn't mean you stop asking. That just means that you build up your tolerance for the discomfort that kind of creates within you, and you recognize, wait, they're just processing. That recognition allows you to not take that personally and helps you to maintain your calm so that you can have a productive relationship with your partner where you feel free and comfortable to ask them for things, so that you let them help you, right? Because that's so important in a relationship. And so many people that I see are run down because they feel like they're doing everything because they don't feel free to ask their partner for help. So I hope that this helps you ask your partner for help. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how this small shift has changed anything in your relationship. Comment, and subscribe to the channel for more. I will be posting relationship videos twice a week, and I look forward to sharing a lot more information with you.